I usually make videos regarding my lawn service, the ins and outs of how I run my business, but and the daily trials of running a successful lawn service. But today I'm going to do something a little different for this one video. And I'm going to voice my opinion on something that's really disturbing. And I have a right to my opinion like any other American has a right to their opinion. Okay? And it's about this government. You know, there's a lot of people, a lot of good people going to be affected here in a little while. You know, by this government shutdown, a partial shutdown, whatever they want to call it. It's a shutdown. Parks are getting flooded with trash. A lot of government agencies are not working. And get this, a lot of them are working for nothing, being told that they're going to be reimbursed. Oh, okay. Trump says that he's shutting down his government for border security. He wants a wall. Now, I agree with border security. Nancy Pelosi, who I cannot stand, and I don't make it no secret, I can't stand her. She's out of her place. And if it was up to me, well, I ain't going to say if it was up to me what I'll do, but I can't stand her. She's a joke. Chuck Schumer is a donut-eating joke. Okay? That's just the truth. All these clowns in the government are jokes, and they're playing with the lives of millions of people, the common folk. The government is supposed to be in place to work for the people, but this government has its foot on the people's necks. Okay? Now, I agree that we should have border security. I strongly agree with that. But one thing that makes me mad is President Trump. Even though I like a lot of things he stands for, one particular thing that I cannot stand is his blatant respect and support of the police. Now, I do believe we should have police because it'll be wild, wild west across the land if we didn't have police. But the police are supposed to police in the right manner. Now, he wants to get this wall built, which I agree with, to keep people from crossing the border illegally, because you don't know what element of people coming into this country. You don't know, disease and anything else that can bring in from other countries. You got to vet people. You can't just let people run free and overrun your country. If they did that, this country will end up looking like these third world countries. But America is going down. Anybody that has common sense can see that. And it's going down daily. But he rails and rails about border security. You know, you're trying to keep people out that we don't even know. But you support a police force that's killing black people like myself, Mexicans. They're killing black people at alarming rates. And you're not doing a thing to protect the people that are born and raised here and been here for generations. You're not doing a damn thing for them. But you're enabling a crooked police force to run rampant and are killing people on video. They don't care. It's just got that wild now. They don't care. They're killing people on video. And then they will try to turn and say, you didn't see what you thought you said. You didn't see what you thought you saw on the video. So again, you're trying to keep people out who have done nothing to me or people like me, but you're not doing a damn thing to help people inside of this country that are getting mistreated by the law, unjustly, just murdered and dogged out by the law enforcement, people that are born and raised here and been here for generations. This government is playing with our lives. Okay, you're going to cut out, this shutdown. You're cutting out food stamps. You're cutting out other vital benefits that people need and people depend on. And that's why I preach. Entrepreneurship is the best way to go. Don't be don't rely on this government. Don't rely on anybody. Put yourself in a position, try to your best where you don't rely on this crooked government to be your means of income. Start several streams of income. Entrepreneurship. Can nobody take that away from you. Build up your money, save your money, do the best that you can. to not rely on this government, because this government is going down the tubes. But you take a wolf lives in the wilderness. But if the people come into the wilderness and kill all the other animals that's normally food for the wolves, where do you think the wolf is going to go? He's not going to starve. Where do you think the wolf is going to go? He's going to come to where we live. And he's going to scavenge for food, even kill if he has to, unless you kill him. And all he wants to do is find food. He was fine where he was in his environment, but you forced the wolf to come out of his environment because you've killed everything that he survives on. So he has to come into, modern day society to get food. Okay? We're wolves. And this government is cutting off the benefits for a lot of people to where they're not going to be able to get food. And if these people can't get food, where do you think they're going to go to try to remedy the problem? All these politicians sitting up in the White House that has their foot on everybody's necks, all the state government agencies, the people are going to rush them because they're being starved out. Okay? Plain and simple as that. This country has changed so much since I was in school. I got out of high school in 1986. That's quite a long time ago, but if you look at the scope of things, that's not very long at all, because this world has changed dramatically since I got out of high school. I don't even recognize this country anymore. Everything that's considered right now is wrong, and everything is wrong now is considered right. This country is pushing the homosexual agenda down our throats. I'm sick of that. If God says it's wrong, it is wrong. End of discussion. But God is going to take care of all of this, every nick and cranny of corruption, evil, sin. He's going to snuff it out, and everything that's taking place in this country and this world. God that sits on the throne, God that rules this universe, he already said this was going to happen, and nothing's going to get any better. It's going to get worse. So I'm just saying, everybody, prepare yourselves. Do what you got to do. Do your due diligence. Make you a stash. Water, food. Make sure you got enough food to last you for months. Water to last you for months. Okay? Because it's getting to be that time. I look at a pastor on YouTube. His name is Pastor Dowell. I have a lot of respect for Pastor Dowell because he carries himself. He's a man's man. And when I grew up, when I was a child, you could tell the the grown folks from the children. When my father enters the room, we all got silent. When my grandfather walked in the room, we all got silent. We sit up straight because we knew the man of the house is home. And you best be on your, be comfortable, be on your best behavior, and know what time it is and know whose house it is. You carried yourself with respect. When my mother entered the room, we sit up straight. When my grandmother entered the room, we sit up straight because we knew they wasn't for it. Okay? Men are not acting like men anymore. Men have become soft. Men have become soft. This society seems like to me are trying to feminize men, and they do it from the time of their youth. Look at, the time a male child is in his youth. Look at the clothes they're wearing now. Look at the clothes they're selling. You can't really tell boys' pants from a girl's pants anymore. It's just shameful. Everything is skinny jean. They're trying to feminize everybody. Trying to feminize all men. I'm getting off topic a little bit. There's so many foul things going on. I got enough material to last me for 1,000 years. But we're talking about this government shutdown. You can't starve the people out and play with people's lives. These people these politicians have turned politics into the family business. The mother and father might be in the politics, and they'll stay in for 30 and 40 years, get themselves rich. Then their kids, they would, steer their children into doing the same thing, and they'll, make it the family business and get themselves rich, and then their kids do it, so on and so on. it is a shame what this country stands for, because, in my opinion, don't stand for anything. But I could say so much more regarding this. It's just a crying shame that this government is treating its own people like this. And we're the ones that pay their salary. Remember that when you go to vote. We are the ones that pay their salary. And again, the government was designed to do the will of the people. But now the government has its foot on the neck of the people. And they dish out what we're going to accept. We're supposed to tell them what we want, and they're supposed to damn well do it. What we need to do is everybody need to get together. Don't matter if you black, white, Mexican, Chinese, or whatever. Get together and put boot to their ass and set things right, because there's people starving out here. Don't get me on health care, because that is a complete joke. Like I said, it's just a crying shame what this country has become. It's a crying shame that a handful of people are making all the decisions. A handful of people is making the multitude, which is millions and millions of people, suffer because they're sitting up here playing games. Rich, they can go without a paycheck for 50, 60 years. It's not going to hurt them. But they're playing with our lives. And I think that is just disgusting. And as I said, things are going to get worse. But God, who sits on the throne and who's listening to me now and who see it all, says he will separate the wheat from the tares. God's going to come back here, and the way it's looking, it's not going to be long. Get yourself right. Accept Jesus Christ, and you will escape the wrath that's coming here, because it's surely coming, whether you believe it or not. All these atheists out here, this is for you. Whether you say it's a God or you say it's no God, it don't change the fact that God is God. And you not liking what he put in place, or you saying he don't exist, it don't make no difference to God. He's God. He rules and owns this universe, and he owns you, and he owns me. And he's coming back, and he's going to set everything straight, period. But anyway, my next video would be about a lawn service business and the lawn service, the lawn care life. But everybody out there, if you're young or you're middle-aged or you're elderly person, if you can think of anything that you can do that can help you to make money on your own, I suggest that you do it. Any young person out there, college is good, but it's not as effective as it used to be. High schools and college, to me, all they do is teach you how to go work for somebody else. And I'm not feeling that. I never did feel that. I believe that entrepreneurship is the best way to create wealth in this country. Real estate, start a business, a lawn service. If you're good with painting, paint. There's so many things that you can do to make money in this society right now. You don't have to depend on this government, because this government is not going to do nothing in the end but have you broke, desolate, and let you down. But anyway, God bless everybody that hears this video, and I hope everybody wakes up to what I'm saying. Anyway, God bless.